Hello everyone, to discuss about direct step method of surface profiles. Now, gradually wide flow, the further equation is for wide rectangular channel equation using changes coefficient C, dy by dx is equal to s naught 1 minus y naught upon y average to the power 3 upon 1 minus yc upon y average to power 3. Hence, dx is equal to dy upon s naught into 1 minus yc upon y average to the power 3 upon y naught upon y average to the power 3. Using Manning's, dy by dx is equal to h naught into 1 minus y naught upon y average power 10 by 3 upon 1 minus yc upon y average to the power 3. That is, dx is equal to dy upon h naught in into 1 minus yc upon y average to power 3 upon 1 minus y naught upon y average to power 10 by 3. Now, direct step method. One of the most important method used to compute the water profiles in the direct step method. In this method, the channel is divided into short intervals and the computation of surface profiles is carried out step by step from one section to another. Consider for the prismatic channels, the short length is dx as shown in figure, and y1 is the depth at section 1, y2 is the depth at section 2, s0 is the bed slope, sw is the water surface slope, sf is the energy slope, and v1 square upon 2g velocity head at section 1, v2 square upon 2g velocity head at section 2. Now, applying Bernoulli equation between section 1 and 2, you write s0 dx plus y1 plus v1 square upon 2g equal to y2 plus v2 square upon 2g plus sf into dx. But you know that e1 is equal to y1 plus v1 square upon 2g and e2 is equal to y2 plus v2 square upon 2g. That is, the above equation becomes s0 dx plus e1 is equal to e2 plus sf dx. Hence, dx is equal to e2 minus e1 upon s0 minus sf. But this is a general form of step method, but actually this equation is also written as e2 upon e2 minus e1 upon s0 minus sf average. Sf is the energy slope, where e1 and e2 are the specific energy at section 1 and 2 respectively. This equation will be used to compute the water profile curves. Now, gradually wide flow. The following steps summarize the direct step method. First one is the calculate the specific energy at section where depth is known. For example, at section 1, find E1 where the depth is known Y1. This section is usually a control section. Point 2, assume an appropriate value of the depth y2 at the other end of the small reach. Note that y2 is greater than y1 if the profile is a rising curve, and y2 is less than y1 if the profile is a falling curve. Step 3, calculate the specific energy E2 at section 2 for the assumed depth y2. Step 4, calculate the slope of the energy line SF at sections 1 and 2 using Manning's formula. V1 is equal to 1 upon n r1 to the power 2 by 3 under root SF1, and V2 is equal to 1 upon n r to the power 2 by 3 under root SF2. Now, and the average slope in which is calculated SF average is equal to SF1 plus SF2 by 2. Next step, compute the length of the curve between section 1 and 2. L12 is equal to dx is equal to e2 minus e1 upon S naught minus SF average, yeah, SF mean. This is also written as L12 is equal to E2 minus U1 upon S naught minus SF1 plus SF2 by 2. Step 6. Now you know that now you know the depth at section 2 to assume the depth at the next section, say 3 3. Then repeat the procedure to find the length L23. Step 7. Repeating the procedure, the total length of the curve may be obtained. Thus, L is equal to L12 plus L23 plus up to L n minus 1 comma n, where n minus 1 is the number of interval into which the channel is divided. This is the basic step of direct step method. It is very useful for calculating the accurate data of surface profile length. Okay, thank you.